Welcome along to the Sporty Show, ladies and gentlemen. A pleasure to have you here as always. It is Tuesday night Champions League football. Match day 5 is well underway with Dinamo Zagreb hosting Celtic 0-0 and Liverpool at Girona. That one also 0-0. We'll keep you guys posted on that. I'm your host, Sara, and we are so excited to get into this one because we have a big match ahead of us this evening in Atalanta versus Real Madrid in Bergamo. But first, let me introduce the one, the only. Who will he be supporting tonight? Mr. KlintonCod.
Oh yeah, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? How y'all doing? Who will I be supporting? That's a very big question, but we'll get to that question in a minute. But let me introduce the shortest man in Madrid as usual is Alex Ashmore. Alex, what's up? Who are you supporting tonight, though?
It's an easy question to answer that one. Real Madrid.
I thought you were just going to go with the whole, who are you? You know, talk to the next person, the person you're going to be introducing.
There's no one there.
Are you sure? I mean, are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure?
Hearing things yesterday, seeing things today. It's all going south for KlintonCod. Alex, are you going to keep letting him call you the shortest man in Madrid?
Well, I'm not going to let those things affect me. I can't really hear him, to be honest. It's coming from such a low height.
That's what I was setting you up
from the low height. Wow. Wow. Okay.
All right, before we jump into some Champions League madness, actually, as it stands, there's a potential penalty check here for, and it is a penalty for Liverpool. Donny van de Beek giving a penalty for Girona here. We'll keep you guys posted on that as they get lined up and see who takes it. Here's what's coming up on Sporty TV this week. Coming up right after today's show, we have Leeds and Middlesbrough, but don't forget that the three of us will be joining you on our social media for a watch-along for the Atalanta and Real Madrid match. Tomorrow, we have West Brom and Coventry, and Friday sees Mariners versus Adelaide in the A-League, as well as La Liga Hypermotion, Almeria versus Mirandes. Saturday, we have Western Sydney versus Brisbane Roar, as well as Preston versus Leeds. The Premier League match of the week is Newcastle versus Leicester. Bundesliga, we have St. Pauli versus Werder Bremen, and in the Serie A, it's Juventus versus Venezia. On Sunday, we have Club Brugge versus Genk, Norwich City versus Burnley, and in La Liga, it's Villarreal versus Real Betis. Lots and lots of football ahead, but let's jump back into Liverpool versus Girona because right now, Mohamed Salah is stepping up to the line. Will he score? He will every single time. Liverpool ahead 1-0 against Girona. Clinton, before we talk about Atalanta and Real Madrid, let's talk about this match because we were watching it. Girona in the first half had probably 3 or 4 chances where they should have scored a goal, and they weren't able to convert it.
Now, this Girona, I think they should be playing in League One, England. I don't think they deserve to play in Champions. Wait, how did they get there, though? Like, how did they get to Champions League?
They finished in the top 4 in La Liga.
But you see, these are the kind of teams that I watch, and it feels like I start downrating or downplaying the La Liga because these guys are playing like they've never played football before.
To be fair, they did get a lot of players picked off them in the summer, as many teams do, the smaller teams that climb their way up. They are not the same team as they were last season.
I mean, I guess that's probably what the reason is, because the truth is, even my boy Danjuma, whom has come on the Sporty Show before, I feel very disappointed in him. You know, he's... if I was a coach, I'm not going to be signing all these boys that look good. Basically, they're all rubbish. For me, every single player who... That's why you love seeing people like Vinicius. Right. I'm not trying to say he's not fine, but... players are not fine. They are the best players. These boys that are having all these nice haircuts, they are all rubbish, man.
They should try and take example from Man United in the Champions League this year. Oh, actually. Forgot, they're not in it.
Whatever, mate.
I'd settle down over there, Mr. Chelsea, who's also not in the Champions League. And I was about to introduce Gary because we are the only ones with teams in the perfect. He's back. Okay. Well, introducing my friend Gary
here?
Because only our 2 teams are in the Champions League this season. Hello, Gary.
I always like seeing Gary when he's had a haircut, man. The happiness is just unmatched. Like, you just know that they've taken away some kind of stress from his hair.
I think we lost him.
No way. Okay,
oh, you can hear us perfect. Gary, how are we doing? Ready for some Champions League football? He's not ready. He's not ready. Oh, he is.
Guys. Gary, is somebody hotspotting you?
He's hotspotting himself.
I feel like he's using his son's internet. You know the one where they will say, "Yeah, boy, just go." You know.
So we just no. I'm not home. I'm actually not home. We just
right.
finished our elections, and I'm at like a sort of like a viewing party.
Oh, okay.
So we are just.
By the
Yeah,
way, congratulations to Ghana, though.
I'm
Ghana, they've just elected.
We're done with the elections. You know.
Yeah.
When it comes to elections, we are always quick finish and just get out.
Gary, just before we get into football, if you don't mind me, Sarah.
Sure.
The Ghanaian people, are they happy with the person they voted in now? And because obviously I don't want to compare it to Nigeria right now. Like, are you guys happy for whom has been put in as president of Ghana?
Just to give you an answer, he has won by the largest margin ever since we became a democracy. So
wow,
that should give you an idea.
Wow.
Nobody has he won by so far 1.6 million votes. Oof. Nobody has ever won by that number. Yeah, so it's a bloodbath. It's in football terms, he beats the government in power 6-0.
Wow, that was damn, man. That's massive, baby. Sorry, there's something somebody says in our country. But let me just ask you one last question. I know we're meant to be speaking about football and the non-Africans.
But that's why the Sporty Show is what it is.
I mean, that's what it should be, absolutely, if you ask me. But Gary, do you guys have the equivalent of INEC in Ghana? Because you know what happens in Nigeria, right? We have
we call it the Electoral Commission. Ours is called the Electoral Commission of Ghana.
But this Electoral Commission of Ghana, like, are they an independent? Is this like a Ghanaian thing, or is this like an external force that handles your elections there?
It's a state institution, but they are independent.
Now, are they as transparent as what you guys would expect? Because obviously, you guys they've pronounced a president, right? But
in Africa, it's Africa, so like the head of the Electoral Commission was appointed by the president. So,
so wait. So if he was appointed by the president, right? How was he?
Yeah.
I love how Sara and Alex are very quiet because this one nice and. Sorry, but wait. Now, these guys that were appointed by the president, right? Was there no any kind of shady stuff to say because they were appointed by the president? Let's go the president's way. No.
There have been a lot of accusations that the head of the Electoral Commission is a woman, wanted to help the ruling party win the election. But the gap was so wide, like I said. The gap was like it's been a bloodbath, like it's been So the vice president who was running on the ticket of the ruling party conceded defeat less than 24 hours after the polls. That's how bad it was.
Wow.
Yeah, he conceded defeat. Yeah, that's how.
Now, listen. I'm just tapping into the Ghanaian grace right now because I'm hoping that Nigeria would eventually, because our president.
It's a big deal. I mean,
this is actually massive. I feel like this is bigger than
for
football.
Alex and Sara. Ghana is like, when it comes to elections, we are like the golden boy because like we seem to do it so flawlessly, because in other countries, I mean, you guys listen to the news, you watch the news in other countries, there's so much tension. For us, we've been very lucky since 1992. We've had peaceful transitions every 4 years. Anytime there's supposed to be a ruling party, when they even lose, like they hand over peacefully. So we are one of the rare ones in Africa. It does not happen often in Africa. So we are very, very proud of ourselves, and it's a big deal around here. I've seen a lot of Nigerians saying they wish their electoral commissions were like ours, and
No, but listen, Gary, 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 I don't know, but there's just something going on our screen that's just killing us here.
Why? What's going on?
All right, sorry. I don't know, whoever is in our control room, the person is actually very mad.
The person is zooming into Alex's face, and I'm like, what's going on? Like, why are they zooming into Alex's face?
No, but honestly though, like Gary said, this election, a lot of us would envy Ghana because you don't want to hear what happens in Nigeria. So the Nigerian president, the people who are in charge of the election, so they call them the INEC, the electoral body. These people these are like the boys of our president. So it's whoever the president says wins, that's who wins, no matter what happens, no matter what happens with the votes. So when I saw what happened with Ghana and I saw how happy the Ghanaian people are, I felt like this was the one moment I wished I was Ghanaian for real. And I'm really happy for them, man. And I hope that the new president will do what they expect from him, in the long run.
Oh, he's done a Donald Trump. So he was a former president who was beating and he's back. Yeah.
Damn, man. All right. Listen, if you let me go, we'll finish up this show without speaking about Real Madrid and Atalanta. Let's come back to Sara.
All
There's
right.
Champions League on tonight.
Actually, no, there's an election in 2027 in Nigeria. That's what we need to speak about.
Is the light okay? Yeah, I think.
No. You're good. You're good, Gary.
Darwin Nunez coming off for Cody Gakpo in the Liverpool-Girona match. But the big one tonight, Atalanta hosting Real Madrid. We are doing a watch-along for this one for all of those asking in the comments. So make sure you join us for that. It'll be an exciting one, I'm sure, across the three of us. Let's jump into this match and start off with the lineups here because we have some returning players. For Atalanta, we have Carnesecchi in between the sticks, Jamitsidi, Hayan, Kolasinac, oh my goodness gracious, Kolasinac. No, that's not right either. Kolasinac, because that's an I. Kolasinac. All right, forget it. Bellanova, Darun, Ederson, Ruggeri, De Ketelaere, Pasalic, and Ademola Lookman starting for Atalanta. For Real Madrid, it's Thibaut Courtois, Fran Garcia, Rudiger, Tchouaméni, Vasquez, Diaz, Ceballos, Valverde, Bellingham, Vinicius Jr., and Kylian Mbappe. KlintonCod. Vinicius Jr. back in the lineup for Real Madrid.
I mean, I don't know why you said back in the lineup. He's always been in the lineup, right? It's not very surprising if there's nobody on that line. Or did you mean what's the name?
I meant he was injured.
Sorry?
That Brazilian player that usually plays.
No,
up
but
front.
you just said
Been injured for the last couple.
No, but I thought you just said Mbappe is back tonight. That's what you said.
Vinicius.
Well, that's not what you said. That you said Mbappe.
You're hearing things, mate.
No, guys, please you guys don't tell me I'm getting too old now because I thought I heard Mbappe.
Okay, talk about Vinicius. He's back.
Yeah, I think just before I found out Vinicius was in the lineup, I felt like, there's no point of Real Madrid going into this game because they were going to lose. But seeing Vinicius starting, back in that lineup, I feel like Real Madrid has hope again. And I just know it's going to be a very tough match this evening, especially against my boy Ademola Lookman. Guys, please go on our YouTube page and go see the part 2 of the chats with Ademola Lookman right there in Atalanta. He spoke to me about this game we're about to get into now. And fact is, he's very confident they are coming back with a win. Obviously, he was very humble speaking about the game, but he said he doesn't have any option than to back himself, and Atalanta are coming back with a win. Now, what do I think will be happening? Personally, I think Atalanta has the win tonight. We've seen Vinicius and Mbappe start games right from the start of the season, and they've not really impressed me as much. Now, they are facing a team who seem pretty much very organized. They've beat really big teams. They've come into this game winning AC Milan, which is almost like a boost to what they are going to be doing this evening against Real Madrid. Vinicius coming back is a big plus for Real Madrid. It just means that they will have some level of good play. I mean, we know what Vinicius is capable of from that left wing if he's going to be starting from there. We know he has a lot of confidence running through that left, and he could be very dangerous. Now, question is Vinicius and Ademola Lookman, who will be impressing us tonight? We would find out.
Let's actually take a look at a little sneak peek of you talking to Ademola Lookman on this match against Real Madrid, specifically Mbappe.
Lookman or Mbappe? Yeah, that one had to come with a sniff, but yeah.
Always got to back yourself, so, myself, always.
I think that was the best answer yesterday, to be honest.
He's back in himself. Are you back in Lookman this season over Kylian Mbappe? Mbappe, 9 goals in La Liga with 1 in the UCL. Lookman, 8 goals in the City A with 2 in the UCL, but 8 goals in 12 matches versus maybe Mbappe's 9 in 15. Who are you taking right now, today?
I'm going for Ademola Lookman, my guy. Come on.
Tell me
Why? No, let me explain. Because he's in better form. His confidence is at the moment,
It's
yes,
Ademola. At the
he's
moment.
Ademola. You know, at the moment,
I
he's
love the pun there,
Ademola.
man.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think right now he's more comfortable in his skin at Atalanta than Kylian is at Real Madrid. But as I have said many times, and I'm sure the viewers are bored of me repeating the same thing, by this time, January, I'm sure that Kylian of old is likely to be back, and I can't wait for that Kylian. But for right now, though, Ademola is in fantastic form, and I can't wait for him to have a good game today, hopefully, to crown his, African Footballer of the Year award, which is coming in 6 days' time in Morocco.
Gary, you just mentioned now that in January the old Mbappe would be back. Is there any kind of information we're not very aware of that you as a journalist you're pretty much aware of? What's going on? Is he coming to Ghana for some kind of spiritual healing, or why do you feel so confident about January from Kylian Mbappe?
Well, because I think that maybe 3 reasons. One is that obviously the Vinicius injury and the fact that he's in his preferred position, so he's building confidence from there game by game. If you see how he's playing, he's more sure of himself, even with the way he passes the ball, the way he links up. I mean, to the extent that it's become so bad that we have to notice how confident Mbappe passes the ball, says everything about, how low he sank for his level. So that's reason number one. Reason number two is that I think that the club is backing him, which makes a world of difference. The club is willing to give him every opportunity, down from the coach to his mates. I mean, you guys have been at a couple of games where, look at the clip we are watching. When he scores a goal, look at the support Kylian gets, and it's important for somebody like him. So that's reason number two. Reason number three, also I think it's important. The fans are behind him, because I believe that all the fans, whether he goes home or away, they know that there's somebody in there that's just waiting to explode. So they keep urging him on, and everybody wants this guy to succeed. So I think that the mix or the combination of all 3 factors means it's just a matter of time. And I think Carlo Ancelotti and Real Madrid will give him that time he needs to get back to the Kylian that we know, the Kylian Mbappe that we know. And those are my 3 reasons. I mean, if he's coming back to Cameroon for some juju, I don't know, but that would be a bonus as well.
Now, obviously, the way you said it, it sounded like pretty much he was coming back to Africa for something. But I don't know.
Guess what? You never know. You never know.
You never know. You never know. I mean, but personally, Sara, I feel like like I said, I was expecting Gary to tell me that maybe there was something extremely spectacular that has happened. That means when it comes in January, there's going to be this whole new Mbappe that we've never seen before. But first of all, he mentioned the fact that he's been backed up by the club, and also the fact that the fans, they love him. And then obviously looking at the reaction he gets from when he scored goals. Now, personally for me, I don't think Mbappe is the kind of player that anybody would hate in the first place. Like, he's done so much that means that he's loved by not just even Real Madrid fans. He's loved. I'm sure that if Mbappe was playing against Chelsea, trust me, Alex might support Chelsea, but he will support Mbappe at, just behind, because of, I'm sure you love Mbappe as much as we do, right? I mean, I love Mbappe. I want to see him shine. However, I don't think that, January is the point where, or is that set time where it's going to be like, boom, it's 1st of January, I need to start playing like Mbappe. Sorry. I just know that if there's going to be any change with this Kylian Mbappe, it's probably going to happen gradually. There's probably not going to be a time frame as to when it's going to happen, but I know for sure he's going to come back to being Kylian Mbappe. If you say it's in January, I'm happy, because it just means it's going to be happening sooner than later. But do I think it's going to be happening anytime soon? I'll find out from this game, from today. I'm not going to wait till January. If he doesn't perform now, I don't think January is the time for him to perform.
Well, after you said that he maybe should be benched over the weekend, he did score against Girona. And obviously, this is a massive match tonight. Real Madrid have lost 3 Champions League matches in a row.
All the games that Mbappe has scored against recently, can you mention them by any chance?
Off the top of my head, no.
Okay, no. But I'll tell you something for free, yeah? All the teams that Mbappe has scored against recently, or even the type of goals, I can tell you for free that Gary will score against them too.
Oh, my goodness.
Facts.
Gary?
Listen, this is exactly the reason why I'm telling you that this is the game. This is the game I want to watch.
Guys,
Sorry.
Guys, the 3 of you were at the Sporty Olympics.
Relax.
Did you see my work rate? Like, did you see my work rate?
Thank you. No. Oh man, that is finally you're making me happy, man.
All I remember is Gary's cleats kept falling off during the match. When I played against you.
No, I was wearing Warachis. I was wearing Nike Warachis.
I know, I literally commented on that. I said, Gary, are you wearing Hirachis? Shows up to a football tournament with Hirachis. Incredible. But made it to the final, nevertheless. All right, Alex, let's get you in here. I haven't heard from you in so long. These two are going at it. Vinny Jr. returning back to the lineup. Real Madrid haven't won in 3 matches in the Champions League, in their tournament. Yes, Ademola Lookman in the most form. Atalanta haven't lost in this tournament yet. Lookman coming off that winning goal against Milan, a massive, massive weekend for him. But I know you have a tingle inside, especially with Vinny returning for this Real Madrid team, that they're going to pull something off tonight.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, this is Real Madrid's competition. They're made for nights like this. You know, yes, it's not at the Bernabeu, but we've seen them do it away from home, and you know, against Bayern last season, against Man City last season. We've seen them do it against the best teams in the world. And you know, nights like this, pressure makes diamonds, and I think we're going to see some diamonds on the pitch in white. Well, if they're wearing white, I imagine they might be wearing their away kit. But yes, I think Real Madrid, you know, they've not been on the best of form in the Champions League, but I think, you know, they'll come into this with, you know, confidence from the way they played in the league, especially on Saturday against Girona. They put in a really complete performance, and you know, I think Ancelotti will have looked over. He would have gone over with a fine-tooth comb the 3 games that they've lost against Lille, Liverpool, and I'm forgetting the other one off the top of my head.
Milan.
Milan, yes.
Milan,
And he would have gone through every single one and picked out. And he's gone, this is what we've done wrong. This is what we're going to change. This is what you need to do better. And yeah, I can see Real Madrid getting the win tonight. I think the nights like this is what Champions League football is all about, and Real Madrid are all about.
This is, you know, when I was asking, I feel like there was something about to come off your mouth, and I just took it out. Sorry, but I was going to say that, you know, one of the comments on our YouTube, this was Ademola, I said Ademola Lookman. It was Makinde saying Mbappe scored against Atalanta. I believe this was the
Super Cup.
The Super Cup, right?
August.
Yeah. Now, the Mbappe there, or Mbappe that scored, or the Real Madrid that played there. I can tell you for free, it's not the Real Madrid we've had in the whole of this La Liga season.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's very different. And that's the reason why I'm saying that if Mbappe goes against this Atalanta in Bergamo and scores against them, gives us a performance, at that point I will believe that Mbappe is back. Okay? And I'm not going to use one game to judge him, because we've judged him not based on one game all this while. We've judged him based on the whole consecutive games going on. We've judged him based on the fact that, you know, he's faced teams that we would expect them to give that high level of performance, and they've not given us. Now, if they perform against Atalanta, and then let's say in the future they face, you know, crazier teams, and there is some kind of stability when it comes to the win ratio against these really strong teams, then I will believe that, okay, Mbappe and Real Madrid are back. But even with Atalanta is just going to give us a glimpse or a sign to say, okay, listen, this is not now an average team. This is a team that won the Europa League. I'm playing against a guy who had a hat-trick in the final, you know, and is the one person who has done it in a very long time. And I've faced them again within this whole season within this whole period where we've not really been the best, and we've won these people. Mind you, Atalanta, they've been performing excellently well. Okay? Sorry, that reaction was a Liverpool scoring a...
No, it was Trent Alexander taking a free kick
Guys.
and a massive save from Gazzaniga to keep only Girona with 1 goal in the net so far. It's still 1-0, but that was something special from Trent and Gazzaniga. Sorry, Clinton.
No, it's fine. I mean, I'm just saying that the performance today would determine if they are starting to become the Real Madrid we know. Not they've become. They are starting to become. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Guys, if you're on our YouTube watching along, we just asked who will score the first goal in tonight's match with Atalanta and Real Madrid. We have Mbappe, Lookman, Vinicius, or other. Go and vote. By the way, with our other polls, 73% of you think that Lookman is better than Mbappe currently, and 57% of you think Real Madrid will win tonight. Now, let's talk about where Real Madrid are in the Champions League standings right now. They are 24th out of 36, and I think this is what Alex Ashmore is referencing a little bit. If we can pull up the Champions League table, because, Alex, if they lose this match, and let's say PSG get a result, any of the bottom 12, or bottom 12, get a result, that means Real Madrid are in relegation zone. That is not where Carlo Ancelotti wants to be. Vinny's obviously returning. He has a point to prove. Meanwhile, Atalanta, as much as they don't want to lose, they are 5th right now. If they lose, they're still going to be probably going through as it stands. Yes, there are 2 more matches after tonight, but this to me seems like a must-win match for Real Madrid.
It has to be.
They have to.
I think
in Bergamo, no less.
Yeah, no, I think Ancelotti knows that. The squad knows that. It's not taking away from the importance of any other game. I think every game that Real Madrid play, whether it's in La Liga, in the Cup, in the Champions League, they'll put an equal amount of focus on it. And you know, they have players that have experience in nights like these. And you know, you look at a win, and they go a point behind the top 8. So, you know, I think a win tonight changes a lot of things. And
well, that's obviously if the other teams don't.
Yeah, they could go within a point of the top 8, and you know, I think they would have gone through. They would have spoken about this game meticulously since Sunday and yesterday, and coming through to today. And I think they'll be calm. They'll be motivated, but I think there are a lot of cool heads in that dressing room that will know what to do tonight to get the win.
Could one of those cool heads be Jude Bellingham? Actually, on Twitter here, we have @SuccessJunior25 saying the sporty hero of the match is Jude Bellingham. I think Alex Ashmore is hoping that he is too. In the last 5 matches, he scored, slowly kind of coming into form. Yes, his goals haven't necessarily been works of art, but in terms of what it's doing for him as a player and his consistency and his motivation, Alex, this has been really important for Real Madrid.
Yeah, no, he's been fantastic. I think ever since that second international break in November, we've seen him come back, and he's been in the goals and the assists, 8 goal involvements in his last 5 games. He's been brilliant. He's been instrumental in games for Real Madrid. And no, I think really good to see him, you know, maybe get his mojo back in a way of sort of, you know, he's got that. You can see his confidence on the pitch. He did an Elvis Presley celebration at the weekend. You know, feels like the Bellingham from last season that we're seeing. You know, he said it himself. He perhaps lost his smile a little bit after the Euros, and you know, we can see him really getting that back, and it's good to see him doing so well on the pitch. Absolutely.
Okay, well, just reading some of your guys' comments here, I see that Street Fighter says Real Madrid will win 2-1. Robert Casillas says Atalanta will win. Nana says Real Madrid is losing 2-1. Abena says Real Madrid is losing. Markande said Alex should be a coach. Well, Markande, let us know what you think the result is going to be. Gary, it's that time. What do you think the result of this match will be, and who is going to score these goals?
Whoa. I'm going for a 2-2.
Wow.
I love it. I love that.
And who's scoring the 2 for Real Madrid for you?
I'm not sure. I just know that Lookman is going to be in the goals. I need him to score to, you know, have a claim on that, you know, get into next week and be a shoe-in for the African Player of the Year. I just saw a statistic today from Transfer Market ranking the most expensive African players right now per Transfer Market. Victor Osimhen is still number 1. Ademola Lookman is number 10.
What?
Yeah, Osimhen is 75 million, and Ademola Lookman is, I'll check for you right now, but that was pretty interesting.
Ademola Lookman? Ademola much
the
worth at least
valuation.
120 million, man? This guy's mad.
I don't think we should read too much.
Remember
I
we
just heard that it might be 40 million, Gary, for Ademola Lookman.
No way. No, okay, yeah. Transfer Market is a website that an intern started. Sorry, go on.
You know, we had this argument last year, and you were, especially you, Clinton, you were lamenting the fact that, you know, at the time, Osimhen was firing on all cylinders. Like, he couldn't even get €100 million valuation. And we're seeing that this was very typical of like African players, because last season Kudus was also on fire. You know, we couldn't get a €70 million of him and stuff like that. So yeah, I think it's an age-old problem. It's a function of their agents. You know, it's a whole discussion we can have again. But yeah, I think Lookman should score. And I would like, I mean, very selfishly, because I want Kylian to do well, to Kylian to be in the goals as well. Then yeah, the other 2 goals, anybody else can share them.
No, but hang on though. Listen. I'm sorry. Yeah, I understand. You know, spoken about the goals, but no, I think we need to sue these transfer market people, because wait. What do you mean 40 million?
No, it's not them.
We should add on top of that. The last time that was adjusted was in June of this summer, 2024.
So that is very recent.
No, but yeah, that's very recent. If you ask me,
I still say it's wrong. 40 million. I feel like if Ademola Lookman in the summer was to go anywhere, he would have gone for at least 60.
Listen, right now, if Ademola is not going for, if you ask me, I'm telling you that Ademola could easily come into Real Madrid, right? I don't know if he's going to get a start over Vinicius. Maybe not. But I'm telling you that statement he made when I asked him Ademola Lookman versus Kylian Mbappe, he gave the right answer, not because he's Lookman. I'm telling you for free. If we want to go by who these 2 players are right now as we speak, in their individual clubs, I'm telling you that I will still choose Lookman over Kylian Mbappe right now.
Well, I did speak about form, you know, that like now, you would, because of the kind of form.
But by the end of the day, obviously you are a professional, high-rated journalist, Gary. What are the parameters that they use in putting these prices on players, though? Is form not part of it, or is that not the main key part of it, though?
No, I don't think it's form. And Alex and Sarah back me up here, because I mean, you know, it's about the market, how the market views itself, and how the buyers also view. It's a seller's market, and it's a buyer's market as well. So if I have this watch, and I say, you want to buy this watch, and I say, for you, Clinton, this watch is €10, and you feel that it is important to you enough to buy it for €10, then €10 it is. So if Jack Grealish is going from Aston Villa to Manchester City,
You've reminded me of some rubbish again. You mean Jack Grealish? No, wait, hey, God. You know, let's end this conversation. Wait, you mean Jack Grealish goes for 100 million and Ademola? Okay, this is the funniest stuff I've heard all day, man.
At the Jack Grealish time, in the same period that Jack Grealish was going, there were countless players. I forget some of them, and especially like Sara in the Dutch Eredivisie, who were miles better than Jack Grealish. Miles.
Guys, right now Jack Grealish is worth 55 million.
Exactly. You know.
Wait,
so
hold on. Sorry. You know, you guys. I will soon climb on this table and start screaming. Hang on, wait. Hold on. So you mean on that same transfer market? Yeah. I don't know. That's probably where you saw it, right? Jack Grealish currently is on 55 million. As,
worth.
You know, worth.
Yeah.
And on this same stuff, you have Ademola Lookman on 40 million.
On 40 million.
No, I think these guys are using a Nigerian VPN. We need to check. We need to check. Something is off. Are you sure this is in euros or in pounds or in naira or in Ghana?
It's in euros. It's in euros.
So, 40 million.
Valuation is done. I mean, the same player, and I mean, you know, if you go on football Twitter, football Instagram, Facebook, it is a function of the league as well. You know, when Syria was up there back in the 90s, they had similarly ridiculous valuations. You know, when Germany was up there, they had, as compared to their lesser or their less illustrious European football league rivals. So, you know, it's English Premier League's time. And that's why every player wants to go there, because if you go there and even you are playing for Norwich and Manchester City wants you, I mean, they are going to pay sometimes an arm and leg for you. Whereas if you were playing for a Girona, as they are playing for Liverpool right now, it's not going to be the same.
Please, yeah.
So-
Whilst just before we leave on this topic, please, I want to find out how much a few players like the likes of Mason Mount and I mean, I want to see all these random. If I want to even see Nicholas Jackson as well, I want to see how much these guys are worth in the market.
Mason Mount is 35 million, according to Transfer
So you
Market.
mean he's only 5 million less?
Exactly. That's crazy, isn't it?
Nicholas Jackson,
crazy,
40.
Nicholas Jackson is
Wow.
40.
Wow.
This
Wait,
is
wait.
according to Transfer Market. So take it with not a grain, take
Yeah.
it with a bucket of salt. It doesn't really mean a lot of.
Okay, no, fair enough. I think I would accept that. And Gary gave his prediction to be 2-2, and he mentioned quite a few.
What are you
players who-
giving? What's yours, Clinton?
Wait, Clinton, I have to ask you what your prediction is because you actually spoke to Matteo Retegui, who promised you something actually when you were in Bergamo last week.
Yes, that was just something off the camera, guys, by the way. So Retegui was just coming out the training camp when I stopped him. I didn't know he spoke English. I just said, just shoot your shot and ask him, a question. Like I said, it was not on the camera. And he said, we are going to mess Real Madrid up. Proper. And I said, bro, do it for me. He's like, and he gave me this really big handshake. He said, that's what I'm going to do. Bo. But I can't lie, though. I don't have, Retegui is one of the best strikers, right? I think he's probably one of the highest goal scorers in Italy as we speak, right? If you guys check the whole stats. But I was watching the game versus AC Milan, and he had this
12 goals, 15 matches for Atalanta in the Serie A, 2 in the Champions League.
So it's not too bad.
That's not bad.
Not too bad. More than Lookman,
Just,
more than Mbappe.
Just to rub salt in the wounds there, Clinton. So Lookman on Transfer Market is worth 40 million. Darwin Núñez, have a guess how much he's worth.
70.
I don't want to know because I'm going to get really angry.
65 million.
What?
that I think that tells you how skewed that system is.
No, definitely. Like you said, a bucket of salt, but no, it's not. We don't need a bucket.
A truckload of salt.
Well,
Yeah, an ocean.
an ocean of salt. Oh, MG.
Scoreline prediction.
Scotland prediction, I think I'm going to go with just before I talk about mine, I feel like we are concentrating on the guys on YouTube. Let me just read a few scoreline for our supporters on Facebook. So there's a guy called Will Smith. Obviously, this Will Smith is definitely not willing at all.
Will
Trust
Smith,
me.
watching the show.
Please, guys. That's why I said it's not a willing
We have arrived.
Will Smith. Okay, actually, he didn't give his prediction. Will Smith literally just said good night. But this person, this person called them Nana Boahen, has to be from Accra, from the name. Gary, you support
Nana
me on that
Boahen.
one. Yeah, that's the one. This person is saying Madrid to win 3-1. Benz DX says Atalanta to win 2-1, which is actually my scoreline prediction, just to let you guys know.
2-1.
2-1 for Atalanta. Bang Roger says Madrid to win 3-1. Joy says Atalanta 0, Real Madrid 4. Pretty Boy, please change that name to Handsome Boy because that sounds very odd. You, Mr. Pretty. He says Madrid to win 5-1 Atalanta.
Markinde says 4-0.
Markinde says 4-0.
To
And
Real
Madrid.
I think that's so Real Madrid, obviously. He's the biggest Real Madrid fan apart from myself.
Apart from yourself predicting an Atalanta win.
You didn't have to make any statement on that one, man. We also have Gesso Camo says Real Madrid to win 6-2. Wait, are you guys smoking weed? Because
Wow.
obviously-
6-2.
Wait, do these guys think that this is Real Madrid facing QPR or something? Like, what is going on, man? Mike Misom says Atalanta 1, Real Madrid 2. Somebody says Madrid to win, Vinicius to score. Atalanta 2-2, this EBA Jonas. We also have the last one just before we go. Chijoke Benjamin says 2-0 against Real Madrid. Now, like I said, I'm going 2-1. Fact is, I don't see Ademola Lookman or Kylian Mbappe scoring today.
Oh,
Wow.
hello.
So who's scoring? Retegui is getting both of them?
I don't know if Retegui is scoring. I'm not hearing it very
Charles
clearly.
de Ketelaere.
Yeah, I don't know. For some, this game is going to be one of that game where we expect these star boys like Vinicius. The people I'm even seeing scoring are the likes of one of them random players. Maybe not random. Valverde will just sink in one, boom, right? And maybe you probably see it because Vasquez. Who knows? You probably even see the like of Rudiger
A
giving a
header,
header,
corner.
going in. These are the kind of caliber of players. I cannot give you specifically who is doing it, but for real, I'm telling you, the people who we expect to be sinking in the goals, they are going to be quiet today. Not quiet as to like playing. They are going to play, but quiet as to they are not going to be on the score sheet.
Well, according to what the people think here on YouTube, who's going to score the first goal for Atalanta Real Madrid? 31% of you say Mbappe, 28% say Lookman, 25% say Vinicius, and then 14% of you say other. Alex, give me your scoreline prediction.
3-1 Real Madrid.
Who's scoring?
Bellingham, Vinicius, and Mbappe, and then Lookman for Atalanta.
Everyone's getting on board. You get one, you
Everybody
get a goal, you get a goal, you get a goal.
I'm praying for Lookman to get a goal, though. I can't lie. I can't lie to you guys. I'm praying. I'm telling you, I don't hear it, but I'm hoping that something does change.
Yeah.
I want Lookman to be on the score sheet. I want my boy Lookman to shine. I want him to be the best. No, I don't. Maybe I want himself, Victor Boniface. Do you know how crazy it is to know that the best African footballers right now are all from Nigeria? Well, Gary, this is the time I want you to argue with
Nigeria
me.
is not in Africa.
Sorry? What did you say? No, but Gary, you would believe me when I say the 3 top best right now in Africa, they are all Nigerians.
I disagree with that.
Hold on, I didn't ask you. I'm asking an African. Wait, we'll come back to the
Gary will disagree with that.
No, I know. Obviously, he has to disagree because.
Disagree with that.
Okay,
I
Gary.
disagree with that.
Okay, Gary, hold on. Because this stuff, we're going to put it out on social media and we're going to fight on this one. Guys, I am saying that the best African players as we speak, the best 3, they come from Nigeria. Number 1, Victor Osimhen, Victor Boniface, Ademola Lookman. These 3 in no order, they are the best in Africa. Gary, do you think I am wrong? We'll come back to you too, but I want to hear from the Ghanaian journalists.
Boniface out.
What?
Yeah, probably somebody else in.
Somebody
Guys,
else.
guy, I will jump on this table and come and punch some. But wait, continue, Sha. Let me hear this somebody else.
I'll probably put Achraf Hakimi over Boniface.
You know what the funny thing is? I'm not going to take Boniface out.
Okay, Alex and I are Mohamed Salah. Are you guys kidding me? Alex and I almost. Mohamed Salah is better
Mohamed
than
Salah's 1,
Victor
2,
Osimhen.
and 3.
Mohamed Salah is better than Victor Boniface, and Mohamed Salah is better than Ademola Lookman.
Nah, get out.
True.
Get out, man. Oh, get out, man. Wait, are you telling me now? You're telling me now you would choose Mohamed Salah
Yes.
Of course.
over Ademola Lookman?
Yes.
Of
I choose
course.
Salah. At the moment, I
I
would
mean, we
choose
spoke
Salah
about this
over
last
any
No,
player.
hold on.
Any
Wait.
other
Are you
player
guys
in the
joking with me now?
world.
No, at the moment,
No,
I
no,
would
no,
choose
no.
Mohamed Salah over any player in the world.
In the world,
That's
not
a
even
serious
in Africa.
statement, man. Wait, in the world,
Not
for
even
real?
in Africa.
Not even African, in the world.
Okay. You know what? Hang on. Wait. Hang on. Let's now. You know the funny thing? I thought you were going to even mention Kudus because trust me, I rate Kudus a lot. But first of all, the reason I'm not talking about Mohamed Salah, the reason I'm not speaking about Mohamed Salah is because Mohamed Salah is not African to me. I'm sorry, guys. This is my stance.
Let's not get into
No,
the geographical
let's get
separation
into
of
it.
the northern countries of Africa.
Let's get into it. There's not Mohamed Salah is playing in one part of the world that
His
I do not
passport-
regard as Africa.
His passport says Egypt.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Sorry, but you're going to say
Yes.
Ademola Lookman is, when he came through the youth ranks in England, has a southern London accent.
Yeah, but he's Nigerian. Man, look
So
at his name,
Mohamed
though.
Salah's Egyptian.
Now, listen, Egyptians are not Africans.
See, and there is the biggest problem.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, but okay, you know what? Let's forget about Salah right now. Yeah, because like I said, he does not qualify to be part of an African that we are. Let's talk about real Africans. Real Africans.
Oh, let's
Gary,
not do that. Don't say that. Don't say
Gary,
that.
no, I'm saying it, and I'm not even apologetic about that whole stuff. Gary, I'm asking you now. You take away Victor Boniface. Apart from Mohamed Salah, who do you slide in there?
Mohamed Salah.
Thank you, Gary. Thank you.
Whatever, guys. What? Okay. So your best 3 is Victor Osimhen, Mohamed Salah. In no particular order, yes. Yeah. And
Osimhen, Salah, and Lookman. Yeah.
And Lookman. What about you?
My top 3.
Yeah.
Salah, number 1.
Don't say Salah again. Like I know that's what it's about to
I'm not going to be facetious.
Yeah.
Salah, number 1.
Yeah.
Number 2, Ademola Lookman.
Yeah.
And number 3, Victor Boniface. at the moment.
Wait. Mohamed Salah? Because I said 3. Yeah, I thought
Yeah,
you
top
mentioned...
3.
Yeah, that's what
Salah,
I said.
Salah first, second Lookman, third Boniface.
Okay. That's not a bad one, actually. So Osimhen does not come into that number for you?
He's fourth.
He's 4th?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't hate that. I think I would back Alex
No,
on this
actually,
one
because that's not a bad one for you.
My
think-
only reason is that I value
Galatasaray.
Bundesliga over the Turkish league.
There you go.
I think the Bundesliga is a stronger league. At the moment,
Fair point.
they're both doing very well, but the Bundesliga is a harder league to score in.
Fair enough. I think I'll take your one. Sarah, what about you?
No,
though?
same as Alex.
You're
But I
backing
also
that one.
think, like, I see Salah and Lookman also, like, quite above everyone else right now, just in terms of everyone else's form. So you could put, you know, Boniface, you could put Hakimi, you could put Osimhen, but I still think those two right now, the way they're both performing, like, they're miles ahead of everyone right now.
But hang on, are we classifying them based on you know, what they've done for their? Do you guys not think that Kudus comes into this conversation at any point? Like if I said top 10, if I said top 10 or say top 5, for example, does Kudus come in at any point, Gary?
Are you, sorry, Gary. Go ahead.
No.
No,
Are you talking about this season or just generally?
just generally.
Top 10, maybe. at a
Top 10
push.
maybe, top 5 no.
No, top
Top
5
5, no.
definitely not.
Wow, someone just wrote in here, and this is such a shout. Brian Mbuemo, who is having the season of a lifetime for Brentford, especially after Ivan Toney left. No one thought this was going to happen.
Yeah, I think that's
Mbeumo?
Mbeumo?
Mbuemo's Cameroonian.
Yeah, but you see, this is the problem. All this while,
Cameroon not part of Africa?
no. No, wait. But you see. But you see, that's part of Africa, right? But Cameroon, they don't allow these guys enough. Like, I didn't even, sorry to say, guys, but I could not even associate Mbeumo to Cameroon. That's how crazy. I didn't even know. I didn't know he was even an African player. I thought he was maybe, I thought he was from one of those islands in Jamaica. Like, you know, one of them, yeah, but.
In the Caribbean.
Stop.
Like, you know, them kind of, I didn't know. But no, Mbeumo is actually a very good player, though. I can't even deny that.
If we're talking about, like, in form right now,
Yeah.
Mbuemo's been incredible.
Absolutely.
right?
No, 100%.
Incredible.
100%. Okay. Well, I mean, but then again, where does Hakimi fall in this conversation?
Yeah.
I mean, mind you, he's not
top 10.
African though.
Top 10. Okay, well.
I'm talking about both in Africans stroke external Africans.
Stop.
Because this is the two differences now,
Stop
Gary.
it.
Gary, we have the real Africans, we have the borrowed Africans.
Damn.
I think Hakimi is suffering from the Mbappe thing. You know, like it's
Hakimi's
brilliant.
suffering from playing for PSG, Gary. Just say that.
Exactly. That's
Because we saw what
that's
Morocco
it.
did 2 years ago in the World Cup, and he was the captain of that team. We know what he's capable of. We saw PSG a couple of years ago, but he's riding out this. I feel like he's just plateaued at PSG. In the last like 2 years, it's just been under the radar.
What made me sad? Something I saw yesterday or this morning was that Donnarumma was going to extend his contract to 2029, and I said, "What are you doing there?
For what?
Like, why?
For who?
What are you doing? Like, come on, Donnarumma, come on. Like, you know, should we do a GoFundMe for him to go to like a proper team or something? Like,
GoFundMe? I mean, he does
You know,
have
like-
at least a euro to hold on.
We are also forgetting about one man. I've just seen a comment. Girassi.
Oh, Sergio Girassi. Is he top? I don't even. Maybe not top 5. Maybe top 10.
On form,
Yeah.
maybe it's tough. Probably not top 4,
Yeah.
top 5, but maybe,
Maybe.
Yeah.
6 or 7.
Yeah, exactly around there. Right now, who's the best African player in the world? You guys have voted Salah, 72%.
Do you know what the funny thing is?
Lookman, 15%. Osimhen, 11%, and Boniface, 0%.
So out of 25 people, no one thinks that Boniface is the best African player
Wait,
in
no,
the
but
world.
Alex, you didn't have to say it like that though. Like you know, you could have said it in a more politeful way. You know that, right?
25,000 people.
Don't count the zeros.
But Anyways, that's you guys' opinion. I just feel like the best 3 Africans right now are all Nigerians. I don't.
Does
care where.
Brahim Diaz get a
Sure,
shout?
sure.
Oh, come on, man. We are talking about Africans, man. We need to listen. We need to remove this Musala, Hakimi, all of this. Bruh, come on, we know. Any country. Okay, no.
That'd be like me saying someone from Scotland isn't British.
Isn't British?
Yeah,
Exactly.
no. Listen. They are British. Do you know why?
'Cause
Yeah.
it's part of
Why?
Now, because all of you look the same, man. Jesus Christ. The only thing is just your tongue. I'm telling you that there are Africans and there are real Africans. I know you guys are going to hate me for this opinion, but I know what African means. These are just Africans who escaped Europe. They nearly went to Europe, but it didn't work out. And they ended up in some part of Africa.
Clinton, have you seen the map? Like, have you seen the
Yes.
map?
Tell me about the map, please. We are not into geography.
map-
We started with government
the
and
map-
then we went into football and now we're into
The map. I mean, there's all these countries inside one landmass, and it's Africa. So, like,
Oh my God.
what are you saying?
You mean I had to listen? I thought you wanted to give me some serious lecturing about where Morocco and Egypt are. Man just told me they're all in Africa. Nah, but
they're all in
listen.
Africa.
No, but
Have you been to
sincerely,
India? Have you
Sorry?
been to India?
I nearly went.
Have
there.
you been to India?
I mean, I've not been, but I nearly went. That's what I'm saying. I nearly was. It remains small.
Almost doesn't cut it.
Yeah.
Have you been to India? Like, it's a country of what? Alex checks the population for India for me. Like, it's like every time
nearly
I
a
check the
billion, though.
population.
Yeah, India.
It's like I think
Like,
that's about
every
1.2.
time-
It's 1
I think it's
billion.
about 1
it's
billion.
the highest,
They're like a
that's the highest-
7%
it's the highest
of the
populated-
world.
The
You know,
highest populated country in
every
the
time
world.
I check,
Ah, here's
every
the
time
map. so,
exactly. Every
Did
time
we
I
actually
check,
just get a map on this?
well, because
just got them out.
that you were having some trouble.
there's some trouble with
See,
them.
funny, if I look at
So,
the top
Clinton
there,
Cod-
I can see
Clinton-
Egypt, I can see
I can see-
Morocco.
You can see
Africa.
Libya.
Yeah, I mean,
Exactly.
Algeria, the biggest country in Africa? Okay.
Oh
No,
man.
no. Let's do it this way. KlintonCod, you see Nigeria, right? You see where Nigeria is? If you go up, there is a country called Niger. And when you go up, there's a country called Libya. Then to the right of Libya, there's a country called Egypt. Say Egypt. Say after me.
Egypt, sir. Egypt.
Okay.
You get a gold
That
star.
is, yeah, that is also part of Africa. And if you go left of Libya, you see Algeria. Say Algeria after me.
Algeria, sir.
That's where
Right on,
Riyad
Papa.
Mahrez comes from, former African Footballer of the Year. And beside Algeria, there's Morocco. Say Morocco.
Morocco, sir.
Good. That is where the next AFCON, the next African.
Can I ask you one quick question, though?
No, you can't. We gotta go.
No, listen. You see all these African countries you just mentioned.
Stop,
Can
stop,
you
stop,
tell me the distance between the regions where they are and that sea that we are looking?
That's for sporty geography.
All right. Well,
It's a good one.
thank you for that lesson, Gary. Guys, that is it for us for now. But in about 7
What a
minutes'
show,
time,
man.
the three of us will be on the couch in the Sporty Corner watching the Real Madrid Atalanta match along with you guys. So please tune into that. Liverpool beating Girona 1-0. Zagreb keeping it 0-0 with Celtic. But there are several matches today that we didn't even have a chance to get to because Gary was teaching Clinton about geography. So we apologize for that. But join us in the Sporty Corner now for Real Madrid and Atalanta. As always, guys, we'll be back again tomorrow to cover the second part of Match Day 6. But until then, enjoy the football.
Hey boy, Kiki. See you at the Sporty Corner, bro. Boo.
That's the top.
Guerra!